Hi, it's Hollowmaster or Kira, that we're back with more Wrath of the Righteous. We just finished the intro, and now we're gonna go into the Neth home, which is where Lan and Wenduog are from. So we're just gonna jump right in because this is a long game. So we don't have time for that. So let's see. Got over here. Evia keeping pace. We got a little mongrel kid. Lan and Wenduog are always dragging back trash from the caves. No offense. Really? Another person over here. I don't even want to know what's happening up there. Nothing good.
Always
Nothing
watch your back.
good. Someone else? If you can hunt, you're welcome to stay. Let us pray our ancestors to bring our children back home safe to us. We will try our best to rescue them. So we have to go talk to Chief Saul and possibly show him the light of heaven that we found. Your first impression of the mongrel village is of a squalid dump with the odors to match. Unblinking, glowing eyes watch you from the gloom, and deformed shadows slope between the huts. You see some mongrels gutting white, eyeless fish, while others are repairing fishing nets. All signs of normal village life, but tense expectation hangs in the air. A heavy-set, aged mongrel slowly shuffles his way toward you. The hair on his head grows in limp, wispy strands, and his face has a distinctly rat-like appearance, with pronounced teeth, and you hear a rattling sound in his chest with every breath he takes. One of his eyes is white, fully scarred by cataracts, while the other gleams with moisture. Uplanders, eh? End times are upon us indeed. Chief Saul, we found the angel's sword, and we found the one who could wield it. Lan points at you. She had a vision, and now the angel's sword, together with the light of heaven, are somehow inside her. Gathered the tribe, anyone who can hold a weapon. The young ones are still alive, and we can go save them. Saul raises his hand with ragged, broken fingernails. Ah, Lan, always dreaming, always talking. You're too hasty for your own good. It's going to get you in trouble. Saul eyes you up and down. An uplander with the light of heaven. That's too good for us. Our kind don't have good things happen. There's always a catch. Lan trusts people because he likes to believe. Isn't that right, Lan? I'm the chief. I don't work on faith. Show the light. Wenduog stares at you intently, like a cat watching a bird, and shakes her head in mourning. So, we've got several different options. So we're going to start with, is there someone else from the surface here? Saul points off to the side. There he is, hale and hearty and prim as a peacock, just like me. Saul laughs, but quickly returns to business. It's not good. Too many uplanders. It's not good. It's not right. What are you up to here? You're not one of us. We're not your kind. When the time comes, we'll come to you, not you to us. So now we have three different options. So we can say, I will help you find the lost mongrels in the maze, but you can quit hoping for a magical sword to appear. We have a lawful angel mythic path option to reveal the light of heaven and say Lan speaks the truth, or a chaotic option to say Lan is mistaken, we didn't find the sword. I'm gonna go for the lawful option. In this case, we're not by any means playing a lawful character, but I feel like this is the best option. So we're gonna reveal the light of heaven. The heavenly flame flares to life at your unspoken command. Bright, pure, dancing with multicolored sparks like a sunbeam passing through stained glass. The mongrels abandon their tasks and stare, transfixed. The light is bright, but not blinding. It is warm, but its warmth is soul deep. Chief Saul. Saul is silent for a while. Tears are streaming down his wide, pale face, but the old man doesn't even care to wipe them away. So it's true. The angel did not forsake us. No, he came. Back from the dead he came, to save our children. Lan gives you a nod of thanks. The scaled half of his face is indifferent, but the human half is visibly relieved, as if he wasn't sure all this time that you would support him. Wenduog hisses like an angry cat. See these fishermen and these hunters, these husks of men and women? There will be blood on your hands. So we can say, we have the blessing of angels, we will survive and help the young tribesmen. I'm not responsible for others' decisions, or say nothing. I think we're just going to say nothing. We don't owe Wenduog an answer. You don't even know what to say to that, do you? You're a coward, and now the murderer of innocents. You always think the worst, Wendu. You're not on. We're not on our own in this anymore. We've got allies. Well, a couple at least, but one good fighter's worth 10 bad ones. You have the right of it, Lan, but we're Nethers, and we're going to wait. I sent a messenger to summon all of the tribes. It will take time, yes, but they will come. They will all come for the light. Wait, Lan, wait, Uplanders. Rest a while in one of our huts. Our home is your home. Lan sighs. All right, Chief, understood. Let's hope that a few hours isn't the difference between life and death for those kids. If they ask me what took so long, I'll tell them it was your decision. Wenduog only grits her teeth in silence. So, take a look at our quest. So our objective is to go take a rest, but we're gonna go ahead and explore the map first. We've got several areas to go. We've got people to talk to. So, come over here and get some loot. Let us pray to our ancestors to bring our children back home safe. Come down here. Talk to Chief Sol a little bit. Sol heaves himself around to face you. So we're gonna say, I want to ask a few questions. So tell me about the mongrels. Well, we're the Crusaders under the ground, the children of the first Crusaders. The whirlwind touches everyone. Look at us, we are marked by it. The Uplanders didn't like it. They drove us down here, but we have a secret. Sol's one good eye twinkles slyly. We're waiting. When the shield maid falls, that is the end of our lives down here. We will go up to the surface to fight. Until then, we don't. Our place is here. But now we have seen the light of heaven. Now we can go. What other signals do we need? We must fulfill our Crusader duty. So tell me about Wenduog. Wenduog, our beauty, our huntress, who is more skilled than Wenduog. There are braver fighters, yes, but brave doesn't mean skilled. Wenduog is the only one to go into the maze and come out again. The others listen to everything she has to say. We're going to ask about Lan. Lan, Sol makes a vague gesture. He's not one of us. No, not one of us. His father was one of us, but his mother, no. They took him up to the surface. They ruined him as a child. Then they came back, but he wasn't one of us. A good hunter, yes, but he feels trapped down here. But he can't go up there either. It's not safe. He wouldn't last a gong. Thank you for your answers. And say, what are you going to do now? The messenger is swift. He'll rally the tribes, all of them. The angel's light with us, so we will follow it. Now go rest, eat. And I'm going to say I want to look around. Ooh, and we also leveled up, actually. So let's do that first. So, level up Fable. So we're going to take another level in Dirge Bard. We're going to allocate our skill points. I think I'm just going to keep building the ones that we have for now. We get a Bard talent. Let's go with weapon focus on Dagger, because that's what we're going to have her wielding. And then she gets another level 1 spell. Let's go ahead. Go with... all of these are pretty good. I think we're gonna go with Haze of Dreams. So this spell afflicts the subject with an uncontrollable... oops. There we go. You fill an enemy's head with waking dreams, a reminder of the pleasures, delight, and terrors to be found in the dream world. While in this strange dream state, the target moves at half its normal speed. Yeah, go with that one. Easy level. Easy level. Sela, we're gonna give her another level in Paladin. She only gets 3 skill points. I think we're gonna work on getting her stealth out of the negative for now, because that really bites us later. Easy level. Camellia, we'll keep her as a spirit hunter. Gonna give her 1 in trickery and 1 in perception. And then she gets a hex. Really like the fortune hex, but Battle Master's pretty good. So the shaman makes an extra attack of opportunity each round, so I think we're gonna go for that for her. Lan, gonna keep him as a Zen archer. We're gonna put his points into athletics, mobility, and lore nature. We're gonna do rapid shot first, and then we'll do precise shot next. And then we're gonna keep him as way of the bow longbow, because longbows are much better, in my opinion. Complete. And lastly, Wenduog, we will keep her as a fighter. We'll go stealth and mobility for Wenduog. We're gonna give her weapon focus with a longbow. And that's it. Easy level up. We are officially level 2.
Precisely.
Let's see. So there was another uplander. Oh, here he is to talk to. Horgus Gwyrm. He looks like a Horgus. Finally, someone from the surface. I was beginning to lose hope. An elderly man in expensive but not ostentatious clothes approaches you. His face is peppered with several healed cuts and bruises and twisted in an expression of extreme discontent. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Horgus Gwyrm. Yes, that Gwyrm. You no doubt have heard of me if you've spent any time at all in the city. I have a business proposition to you. I'm gonna say, your name tells me nothing. Who are you? You truly are freshly arrived in the city then? You couldn't have picked a worse time, that's for certain. Only just arrived, and the city's been razed to rubble. You should know that you are looking at one of the richest and most distinguished men in Canabras. I may not be as well known as a certain swaggering loudmouths who spend their lives trapezing from one ball to the next, but the Gwyrm Trading Company is one of the pillars of the city, I'll have you know. Did you see the marquees in the square? I paid for those. Tried any festival delicacies? You'll have Horgus Gwyrm to thank for that. Okay. Weird flex, since we're all in the same boat, but whatever. How did you end up here? For a moment, Horgus's eyes focus on Camellia before his gaze returns to you. Like everyone else, down I went when that accursed beetle cleaved through the ground in twain beneath our feet. I'm lucky I didn't break my neck in the fall, and I'm doubly lucky that I didn't encounter any subterranean cockroaches on my blind wanderings and instead came across hunters from the settlement. Although I must say that when I first glimpsed their physiognomies, my life flashed before my very eyes, but they turned out to be decent chaps, frightening to look at, but able to keep a bargain. I'm gonna say, you don't speak very kindly of the mongrels, even though they saved your life. Pah, kind words are for people with hours to fritter away on pleasantries. Horgus Gwyrm speaks his mind, and he pays for services rendered not with kind words, but with hard coin. I gave the mongrels my dagger in exchange for their help. Its handle is worth more than their whole village. Alright, what kind of business proposition do you want? I don't know what is happening on the surface right now, but I am determined to find out. You have no intention of seeing out the rest of your days in this village, I suspect. We must find a route back to the surface. The city, if there's anything left of it. I don't know what good songs will do us in a dark hole like this, but people say that wandering troubadours can find their way out of any situation. I hope those were not just tall tales. You are strong, it will be no trouble to you, but I, alas, am not as fit as I once was. I can't go crawling back through the caves playing at scouts. My proposition is simple. Lead me back to the city, and I shall pay you 1,000 gold coins. I suggest we help this man. It is good to have friends among the Canabras elite, Camellia said. We're going to try for the diplomacy check for 2,000 gold, because I don't like this guy. If you're that rich, you can afford it, and we have a plus 11. Oh, we failed? I won. Okay. Why not 10,000 or 100? Yeah. Why not? No, let's not be miserable. Let's say 1 million. My initial offer was a king's ransom. You've likely never seen so much money in all your life. It's non-negotiable. I say 1,000 and that's my final offer. I guess. Alright. Joy, I can't wait to help you. Go on, go on. Don't forget our agreement. When you find the way out, be sure to tell me. Yeah.
Always watch your back.
Some more mongrels down here. Check our map. So we've got a little bit more to explore over here. And then we should be good to rest and move on.
Careful
But
now.
I think we do have some things to sell. And there should be a seller somewhere over here.
That's easy.
Let's see. Onto the docks. Not much
Precisely.
over here. Just some kids, some fishermen, some weird fish. There we go. Okay, so here's Horgus and Anevia. Horgus says, this tragedy may not have happened if you'd spend less time surveilling honest citizens and more time tracking the real spies and demon worshippers. Brilliant idea. How come I didn't think of it? Now, if only the cultists would tell us they were cultists, then we wouldn't have to waste time investigating honest citizens who decide to go all cloak and dagger right under our noses. Horgus and Anevia sit some distance apart, snipping at one another in an idle fashion that testifies to their long acquaintance and mutual dislike. When they notice you, they quickly fall silent. I'm going to say, Anevia, how's the leg? Anevia scrunches up her nose. Well, it hasn't fallen off yet, so that's good. They've bandaged me up all nice, smeared some stinking stuff on the wound, so it looks like I'm gonna live. They said wait a day and I'll be right as rain, so I've been waiting. So, let's say what's the bad blood between you two about? It's an old matter. Miss Tirabade here has the notion of spying on me, then of rummaging through my goods. I ask, do I look like a cultist? Cultists don't tend to look like cultists. You know, that's kind of the whole problem. And you, Mr. Gworm, built a whole secret operation of buying and smuggling into the city. What was it? Oh yeah, magical weapons. How was I supposed to know that all the rigmarole with middlemen was so you could anonymously donate supplies to the crusade? Don't you see? I have a reputation to uphold, one that I value most highly. Horgus Gworm is a hard-nosed businessman, not a good fairy from a tale. Yes, I care about my city. Yes, I wish to see that it was its defenders, my defenders, were well fed, healthy, and well armed, but to make those donations openly was unthinkable. I might as well hang a sign outside my door welcoming every sponger, leech, and parasite in the city. I appreciate your help for the crusade. No jokes, you're an alright bloke, but carrying on secret dealings in a city that's teeming with cultists is a huge pain in the backside for us lot whose job it is to keep an eye on that sort of thing. What do you think is happening in the city now? Perhaps the city is no more. If Discari himself appeared, there's no telling how bad things are. Can you hold off on writing our obituaries just yet? The city's full of fighters, and besides that, it's barely a stone's throw from Nerosian. I think our people will hold long enough for reinforcements to come from the Queen. This ain't Descari's home turf. He's gonna have to retreat or else fight off the whole Mendevian army. What do you think of the mongrels? I thought they were just a story. The sort of thing drunks in a tavern would come out with. Now I discover that it's true. Well, what can I possibly think of them? Those poor creatures are most unfortunate, with their faces and their minds so deformed. It's a miracle they're even alive. The part that boggles my mind is that they're the descendants of the first Crusaders. All these years they've been living beneath our feet, in caves, in the dirt. If I'd known the legends about them were true, I'd have dedicated my life to getting them out of this place. To what end? The people of Canabras would have stoned them on sight. Prelate Hallrune would have tossed them on the pyre in mass. Whatever the ills of this place, it is their home. How long do you think they would have survived on the surface? But I'm going to ask, where are you going to do when you get back to the surface? I am going to go home. Last I knew, I owned a very fine mansion. I shall see if it's still standing or if I am now homeless. I am going to find Irabeth. She's my wife and the leader of the Eagle Watch. As long as she lives, she won't allow Canabras to fall. We have to go. Go on then, don't dilly-dally. The sooner we get out of here, the likelier we are to find people alive up there. Take care of yourself. Well, we have to get the gays reunited.
Always watch your back.
Okay, so Dyra is who we can sell to. So let's finish exploring first, see if there's any more straggling loot. And then we will go sell, and then we will rest. So I think that's about it. Don't think there's anything else up here. Yeah. So, another cool thing about Wrath is that you can just click on the map, and your characters will just automatically walk there. I greatly miss that feature when playing Baldur's Gate. It's fantastic. So, let's see. Ira is down here. So, let's go ahead and talk to her. You there, a tall woman with a face deformed by enormous swelling smiles broadly at you, showing off her double row of small, sharp teeth. You from the surface. You must be tough to make it all the way here. Never thought I'd see the day. Call me Dyra. Let's trade. So I'll say, let's trade. Talk to her a little bit more. Who are you? The people around here call me all sorts. Dyra the hoarder, Dyra the coin, Dyra the city girl. Like that's a bad thing. I trawl the caves, picking up all kinds of things from the surface that wash down here from your sewers. I trade all kinds of junk for food and clothes. But I only part with my best finds for coin. Got no coins? Forget what money is? Well then I have no use for you. If you want city goods, you need to pay for them with coin, like city folk. Why are you so eager to trade from me? Because all the people here are no better than living with animals. Dyra yells with surprising anger before being overcome with coughing. Wiping her mouth, she continues. Our forefathers lived in the city, like you. Our people love to reminisce about armies, knights, crusades, but I couldn't care less about all that. Savages with clubs can fight a war. Only civilized folk can buy and sell. They've all forgotten what trading is. They've forgotten the value of gold. They barter hides for plant roots and go about the feats of the crusaders. Who cares about them? I don't need help remembering. I have coin and I have things to sell. Now let's trade like proper city folk. Okay. So, let's put the cold iron on Lan. Now we'll have the ability to use cold iron ammo for 20 shots with his longbow. And we're also going to put these bracers of armor on him since he's not wearing armor because he's a monk, so he'll get a +1 to his armor class. I don't think we need to do anything else. Melia has a cold iron rapier. Steela's got her sword, and we've got our dagger, so I think we're good. So we can actually go ahead and rest. 9 hours passed, and then Lan wakes us up. So the messenger returned. The tribes are gathering at the entrance to the maze. Our people have already gone there. I've warned Anevia and the old guy who won't even acknowledge me. Take your time, there's no rush. The most important people always show up late. Lan looks around. Everything's going to plan, but one thing's bothering me. Wenduog's gone. So this blue thing here will sometimes show you the result of a decision you made. So we can see you told the truth to the mongrel's tribe and revealed the light of heaven, despite Wenduog's attempt to persuade you otherwise. That means that because we showed Chief Saul the light of heaven, Wenduog has left. We're going to say all the tribes, so a whole army is marching to the maze then? By mongrel standards, yes. But don't be too disappointed when you see the reality. There aren't many of us who can hold a weapon, and fewer still who can do damage with one. We're going to say, what do you think happened to Wenduog? Lan shakes his head. I don't know. She was always stubborn. Maybe she decided she could do it all on her own. I hope she comes back. We'll struggle without her, and she'll struggle without us, no matter how hard she'd try to deny it. So what about Anevia and Horgus? Are we just going to leave them here? Once we've cleared the maze, the way ahead will be safe. Anevia's in no state to fight, and that Horgus guy, he doesn't look like he'll shift an inch unless we roll out a red carpet all the way to the exit. So, still, are you sure the maze is the only way up to the surface? Lan nods. There was another passage, the one I used with my dad when we left and then came back. The chief back then, he found it and filled it in to stop anybody else from going against the ancestors' wishes. and what the ancestors wanted was for everyone to go through the maze. I'm not sure of anything right now, but we don't have a choice. We can only go forward. There were other passages, but they're far from here, and with all these earthquakes, who knows what the condition they're in now, so our best bet is the maze. If it doesn't lead anywhere, then we can consider our next move. So we're going to say, let's go, there's no time to lose, because we don't need to be mean. That's rude. Hold on a minute, I wanted to tell you something. Tell you that I'm sorry. Truth be told, I had doubts that you'd help me persuade Saul. Not strong doubts, but still doubts. And I know how hard life is for tieflings on the surface, especially in Canabras. People used to mistake me for a demon all the time when I was living there. Land taps his single horn. I remember how offended I felt when people treated me with prejudice, and then you came along, and I started to wonder if you were a cultist or a demon spy. Long story short, I was wrong. Forgive me. I know I could have kept this to myself, but I'm used to being honest. So thank you for giving the mongrels hope. It's like we've started to believe that we're worth something. Now that we have the power of the angels on our side. That's it, I guess that's all I wanted to say. Let's go through the main gate. The straight road is the shortest. Alright, so you can see we have lost Wenduog from our party. And we have some new quests. So we have the Worm Family Secrets, so that's getting Horgus back. And now we need to go through the shield maze. So we need to go this way. Let's actually do a quick save. I realized last time I didn't do a single quick save the whole time. I was just open. Worked out, I guess. Didn't end up needing it, but I'll definitely try and get in the habit of it, because there are some tricky fights.
Precisely.
Alright, so we've got some
Save
lizards.
the last one for me.
Maybe just one lizard? So Sela's first. I don't... Oh, she can charge. Perfect. Good. Babel.
Cover me.
Lizard's turn. He's gonna miss.
I'll cut you wide
We
open.
will get Camellia up there. Oh, and she's gonna miss too. Maybe Land can pick him off.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Almost.
Into the fray.
There we go. We'll try, and we succeeded. So we get to collect some monitor lizard skin. Alright, and we have come to the entrance of the shield maze, where the mongrels are waiting for us. The tribes are gathering. Soon we will attack. How long can we wait? The other tribes haven't turned up yet. We're going to wait for them, just another while longer. Knowing Saul, the preparations will take the best part of a day. Let's go take a look at the maze ourselves and see what's what. Okay. Let's explore a little bit over here first. Before we do that, just to make sure. Yeah, we've got a little bit of combat over here. See the charge in. Oh, and she almost got it. We will have land.
You won't survive me.
Almost. Let's try and have Camellia pick this one off.
Your blood.
And wait.
Stab their backs.
Babel will though. And then we can charge this one. Very good.
Always watch your back.
I think that's about it for this little area over here. I just wanted to clear it. Yeah. Alrighty. So, let's go ahead and head into the maze. We are going to squeeze through. Alright. So, got a lot going on over here. Let's go take a look at this.
I am helpful.
So,
Am I not?
a vast relief of Baphomet, Demon Lord, Lord of the Minotaurs, and Lord of the Labyrinth. So we've got a lot of Baphomet iconography in this main room. And it looks like we only have one way to go. So we are going to go ahead and just go through. So,
I'm all ears.
we're going to have him
Endure this.
start us off.
Do not fear.
in combat
not
by shooting
waver.
them. So, land picked them off. Easy breezy. Fable. So they are Nephite sharpshooters and Nephite wizards. Melia, so no one's really going to be able to do anything else this turn. Sela can, I guess. Rip.
I'll loot your corpse.
Make every strike count.
Okay,
You are today's sacrifice!
very good. Easy. There's a chest over here, so we're gonna have
What's on your mind?
Camellia come pick
I
the
wonder.
lock.
I hope you appreciate
And we get
this.
an agate. Okay. So we got another chest over here. Multiple chests. Clear those. Pretty much I'm just gonna take everything. You don't really have to be picky until later when you're carrying a bunch of stuff already. And let's try this way first.
What's that glitter?
So you can see over here is a trap.
Hesitation is
So we're
always
gonna
the
Gift
have
of the spirits.
Camellia go ahead and disarm it.
I am helpful.
And now we
am
are
I
good.
not?
Go ahead and continue on. There's two ways to go. Go in here. Looks like there is a Baphomet cultist that we're gonna have to pick off.
Now, what is that?
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Your death awaits.
Blood!
There we go.
Stay on your toes.
So let's go ahead and loot these bookcases. So we got some spells. So that is nice. Come over here.
Damn this silly thing! Careful now.
Scroll of heroism. That's good. Get back in here. Where are you guys going? Bless, prayer, a book, and then inflict light wounds. So let's read the book. So, Almighty be our Lord, formidable and sublime. His body is a bastion of flesh, rising up above all minotaurs. His head, with the visage of a goat, is crowned with horns of flame. His shoulders and raiment are emblazoned with great runes, telling of his wisdom and might. In his hands he wields a name, his death-bringing scarlet glaive. Its dark blade cleaves and torments those who cling to false virtues and who grovel before gods. Hail Baphomet, hail the Lord of Beasts of Galarian and the Lord of Labyrinth. Hail the Scion of Baphomet, the mighty host, uncountable in number. I speak the truth, bow down before your Lord and Master, and let his will lead ye. Worship at his feet, and ye shall receive what ye desire. That sounds made up, but
That's easy.
whatever. One more bookshelf, and a couple more scrolls. We are good in this room. Go ahead and go this way.
I found something.
Very good. We've got some portraits over here, some pictures. We've got another
Precisely.
doorway. This way. I better heal, actually. Better drink another. One more? Much better.
Always watch your back.
Meditate on your mistakes. Might make you feel better. Yet another obstacle. Make every strike count.
You are today's sacrifice.
Stab their backs.
Ugh. Did I mess up again?
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Go for their hearts.
That was awful. Sucked. I think I remember him being annoying. Well, he's dead now. Disarm this trap.
I am helpful. Am I not?
Honestly,
I do things my way.
use this wand on myself. Alright, that should be better.
Did we find trouble? No, they did.
So we've got some corrupted mongrels over here. So we're just gonna
Your corpse.
move in.
I'll cut you wide open.
Don't think. Oh, she can charge. Okay.
Oh,
That was easy.
you won't survive me.
Much better compared to
Your death awaits.
last fight. That was awful.
I need a moment to recover.
The spirits demand your blood.
Into the fray!
Easy. When it's a little bit more complicated of a fight, I'll sort of explain a little bit more what I'm doing, but that was very fast and easy. Lan stares at the dead mongrel with sorrow in his eyes. Hovland. His name was Hovland. Did you know him? Yeah, he's not from our tribe, but we're both hunters, so we'd cross paths from time to time in the cave passages. We'd share news and leave supplies for each other. Then he just disappeared. Lan frowns. He used to talk about wanting to try his luck in the maze. I thought he was long dead, if only he had been. Why would the mongrels attack us? Aren't we all on the same side? Something's wrong with them. Look, their bodies. It's like something's eating them from the inside out. Sure, maybe these guys just ate something weird or were having an off day, but I think something drove them out of their minds. Or someone. Seems like the shield maze of yours is crawling with cultists. How did they get here? I have no idea. This is my first time here too. Maybe they fell down here the same way you did? Lan shrugs awkwardly and looks away. Wenduog comes here all the time. I'd ask her if she were here. Come to think of it, where is she? I'm not sure, man. But it's not looking good. Let's go. This place might be even more dangerous than we thought. And there I was hoping that we'd be the meanest things in here. Lan's laughter sounds strained. These mongrels, cultists. Now that I did not expect. I need to find out what's going on here. I am so sorry, Lan. Sheila, go ahead and loot these. We're gonna pick this lock.
I hope you appreciate this.
Yeah, Camellia. Alright, let's go through this door. Just sort of clear our way. More chests to pick locks.
I am helpful, am I not?
More loot. And then we're actually going to come back to this area later. I believe we'll be able to level up again before we complete the maze. But if we go in there right now, it's not going to end well. Especially since I had Fable take an attack of opportunity on accident, so... Okay, that was pretty good. So let's check our map. So let's go back into the main room. Or no, let's go this way. Yeah, that way actually. So we're gonna go through this door over here. And I believe there's loads more combat.
They dare threaten me.
Endure this!
Cover me.
You are today's sacrifice!
We've got some more loot. We're just gonna keep picking locks with Camellia.
I am helpful.
Some more junk.
Am I not?
Got a doorway over here. And another body to loot. 2 more bodies to loot, actually. Alright. We're at medium encumbrance right now, so that's fine.
Are we in trouble yet? Endure
They
this!
will break against our resolve.
I think this one's a little bit tough too. The champions are quite hard.
Make every strike count.
Loot your
Thank you.
corpse.
Jeez. We get a diary from the wizard. This diary contains only one entry on the very first page. Life is shit. All my brethren, although what kind of brothers are they really, are having a great time up on the surface. I'm stuck down here with Hosilla the Nightmare and the mongrel scum. To top it all off, a pipe sprung a leak. An elemental is smashing up the kitchen, and Hosilla is sending it up to slaughter everyone it meets in the maze's passageways. All I can do is hide around corners, under beds, and in cupboards. I don't want to die. This isn't how I pictured serving Baphomet. This isn't how I pictured it at all. How does one picture serving Baphomet, if not in a terrible state? He is a demon lord. I don't think it was going to be sunshines and roses. Maybe that's just me. Let's see. I think I want to rest. I think I want to just keep trying to brute force my way through.
If there's gold,
We've got
it's mine.
a secret wall over here. And we've got some more loot in the kitchen. We'll take some more potions.
What's that there?
We've got a trap. So we will have
Well?
Camellia disarm it.
I hope you appreciate this.
We will go in our secret room. I think it's just a storeroom. Oh. Extra loot, some potions is really nice. I think that's about it. So let's
I will not be
use
trifled with.
that again. Hila's
A
gonna
bright
use
future awaits us.
lay on hands, and now I think we're good. Quick save. So now we are in that main room again on the other side of the rubble.
No reason to pause.
Careful now.
Do not fear. Do not waver.
So this is a ritual pool filled with fresh blood. Lovely. Camellia, we will have sneak in and around like this. Disarm the trap.
I am helpful.
And
am I
now everyone else is good to go through. Quick save again. Because you're gonna fight our first
not? Let me
wretch.
draw the first blood.
And I hate them. I really dislike them. They're
Endure
gross,
this.
they're hard to fight, and they're a pain. And they always do Stinking Cloud. And the Stinking Cloud looks very beautiful though. I feel like, I don't know if I'm making it up, but I feel like I thought that used to be green. Maybe not. Very pretty.
Stab their backs.
The light take you!
Finally. Alright. Loot. Take a look at this. Judging by the corpses littered around the summoning site, the cultists did manage to summon a demon in the end. Joy. I can't wait to find more. So I believe... What's on our map? So we should have another way to go that way. But I think...
That's easy.
Yes. So the maze is locked. There must be a way to open it. There sure must be. It's time to go back down here.
Precisely.
Can't hide from me.
They should have known better.
Well, this whole area is very flooded. We've got some more corrupted mongrels down here to fight.
I'll cut you wide open.
Endure this.
Your death awaits.
He definitely needs to take some more potions, though. More. Good enough.
Always watch your back.
Some more loot.
I am helpful.
Camellia
Am I not?
pretty much never fails at lockpicking. Pretty much. Her trickery is really high. Got some rubble
Time
over
to
here.
rob
Oh,
them of their treasures.
combat burst. My bad.
I'll loot your corpse.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Thank you. Okay. Luckily he didn't really damage us, it was just annoying more than anything. Okay, but in here I think there is a pretty... Yeah, he's pretty tough. So...
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Save the last one for me.
2 damage off the bat's not bad. And we get a ring of protection from him. But we were unable to identify it. So... I think I might have to wait until... Okay, there it goes. It worked, so we're gonna put it on Fable. That was weird. There are some weird bugs in this game. But it's so big, it's kind of to be expected. Like with all the Baldur's Gate bugs. Just, it is what it is. But I think now the only fight left down here is a water elemental. Okay. Maybe the water elemental is not quite through here. Okay,
Careful
okay.
now.
We're fine.
They dare threaten me.
Make every strike count.
Thank you. Alright, let's read this info. Lucilla's orders. Follow these simple rules or you will die. Don't bother me unless strictly necessary. Keep the door to the shrine locked with the key I made. I don't care which one of you two holds it. You can tear each other to shreds over it for all I care. Don't even think of setting foot in the ritual chamber. Ever. Keep the door to the unfinished section of the maze locked at all times. As a reminder for you feeble-minded vermin, the entrance is sealed using the hidden lever with the torch on the wall next to the door. The door itself is in the room with the blood pool where I sometimes relax. Do something about that damn water elemental already. Do whatever you want with it, just make sure it's gone by tomorrow. Find a better hiding place for the paladin sword from the surface. I'll deal with that later. Remember that your life means less than nothing to me. I have plenty of people vying to become the Hand of Osilla. Well, he just sounds lovely.
What's
I'm gonna go
that
ahead and collect
glitter?
all that. We're not gonna go in there yet. Let's see. Quick save.
Everything has
Okay.
a price.
Okay. Can't go in here.
They
Got some
should
more
have known
corrupted
better.
mongrels.
Your death awaits.
It took forever. Pick the lock.
Not this time.
Guess we'll use a lockpick.
I hope you appreciate this.
This lock.
I am helpful, am I not?
I
What
guess
do we
you're
have
helpful.
here?
Okay. Got some scale mail we were unable to identify.
That's
We'll have to
easy.
do that later. Go ahead and heal. Fable. Heal all the way up because we are going to try and kill the water elemental. But it is a pain.
Precisely.
We're going to fight the water elemental later. That sucked. We need to back out here. Let's go there. That was terrible. Close are we to level? Not. You're not close to leveling. So, we'll see. It is a very, very annoying fight. So instead, let's just keep on going through the maze because we still have some areas to clear before the point of no return. So let's come down here.
What's that glitter?
You've got a trap.
What's on your mind? I
Amelia.
wonder.
Don't walk on it.
The spirits guide me. I am helpful, am I not?
In here.
Always watch your
Find
back.
some more
Time to rob them
cultists.
of their treasures.
Alright, so we've got the same orders that the last guy had. Some spells and a key. We're gonna collect all those. Loot these bodies. The bodies of the maze builders lie where they were caught by the earth elementals, enraged by the earthquake. The builders' tools lie scattered next to their bodies. Well, that sucks. Sela, you need a potion. Or 2. Probably could have done for 3, but that's okay.
We are the light.
Some
They
lizards,
are the darkness.
and everyone else is so far behind. I'm gonna have to change that.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Into the fray.
Your death awaits. A terrible.
That was so annoying. Pick this lock.
This one was beyond me.
Let's use a lockpick.
I hope you appreciate this.
A large, aggressive creature was kept in this cage. Yes, I think it is loose. We did get that far. So we found scale mail. Drop the leather. And this scale mail, the non-magic one. We've got a Cambion, 2 Cambions. So we're seeing a little bit more actual demons now as opposed to just cultists. So that's nice. A nice change of scenery.
You are today's sacrifice!
Make every strike count.
Secret door, some more loot. I think this is just a loot room. That's fun. Heavy encumbrance again. We don't need the half plate. We honestly don't need these either. We need those shields? I don't think so. And they're very heavy.
Doubt is the heart's greatest challenge. Did we find trouble? No, they did.
Okay. Nothing else really in here. Did go that way. So just this way.
I found something.
Disarm this trap.
I am helpful, am I not?
We're gonna go ahead and go down. into a super lovely room. Nothing bad in it at all.
Do not fear. Do not waver.
Make every strike count.
Stab their backs.
You are today's sacrifice.
Thank you. Alright, we got some more loot over here. We have a puzzle. So, I believe we'd have to go all the way back here. So, let's not do that. Yellow, blue, red, yellow. Alright, and we got a little cutscene. Sela peers closely at the sword, which seems utterly unexceptional to you. Wait, this is... No, it can't be. Her eyes light up. I know that hill. Radiance, the sword of the great. Yaniel, that's what this is. But it's meant to be in the Tower of Estrad with all the other relics. That's what I heard, at least. Well, of course this rusted piece of metal must be the very same sword. Camellia rolls her eyes. I think you merely wish that this were the illustrious sword of legend. You don't get it. I've seen this sword 100 times, in paintings and in the halls of Yaniel's statue. I've even thought of going to the Estrad Museum to see the real thing in person. How did it get here? What's so special about it? Sela frowns. Now, nothing, I guess. But this sword was legendary in its day. People say that when Yaniel had it, the blade would glow, striking demons left and right. Soldiers would see Radiance's light from afar and take heart, rushing to the fray and winning. I don't know what's wrong with it now, or how to restore its power. All I can sense is they made a mockery of it. You're empathizing with an object? Extraordinary. Are all paladins so tender-hearted and sensitive? Sensitive in a way, yes. We're highly attuned to evil and everything wrought by demons. Radiance was in evil hands, and as a paladin, I can tell you they did nothing good to it. Who is this person? No. You've never heard of Yaniel? She's famous all over Galarian. She was a great woman. She was born in Mendev, and when the crusade started, she couldn't just sit idly by. She dedicated her life to the crusade. People say she was audacious and spirited. She was always the first in battle, and she never sacrificed other people's lives for a tactical advantage. That's how she's been remembered, as an incredible warrior who seemed to blaze with righteous fury. In all the images of her, she looked capable of driving all the demons back to the abyss single-handedly. Then something happened between her and her commanders. Maybe they envied her, maybe there was more to it than that, I don't know. But anyway, she went into the world wound without her fellow soldiers. And she didn't just survive the mission. She even brought back crusaders she rescued in there. Can you imagine? She died as she lived, with pride. She was one of the people defending Dresden to the very end. That's where she perished. Sela frowns. Don't take this the wrong way, but I really hope that she died quickly. A hero's death. Yet if she didn't, that means she was taken prisoner, and had to endure unspeakable horrors. I wouldn't wish that on anyone. You know a lot about her. Are you a fan of hers or something? I suppose you could say that. I've always felt an affinity with Yaniel. I know what it's like to not be what your commanders want you to be. Whenever I used to feel under pressure, I always thought of her. Maybe some people didn't like how she was, but to the people she pulled out of the world wound, she was perfect. And to the people she saved on the battlefield, she was incredible. And to those who kept her memory alive, she is a hero. That's what counts. How could a priceless relic end up down here? Yaniel disappeared, but by some miracle Radiance was recovered from the battle. No one else has ever wielded it. It is Yaniel's blade and always will be. That's why it was put in the Tower of Estrad with the other Crusade relics. But now it turns out that somebody stole it. Sela laughs. I have this weird feeling, like I'm rescuing a fellow warrior from a dungeon. We can't just abandon it, even if it's no use to us. It's no use to anyone down here. But what if it could be repaired? Alright, so we're going to keep going. And we are going to put Radiance on Sela. Very good. Gonna go ahead and quick save after that. There's a little bit more loot in here.
I am helpful, am I not?
Alright, let's take a look at our map. So I think we've pretty well cleared everything. So through this door over here is going to be leaving the shield maze. And down here, this last area we haven't explored yet is the water elemental. So let's see. Okay, we're gonna try the water elemental fight again.
Do not waver!
That was awful. That's one of my least favorite fights in the whole game. But it's out of the way now. You don't have to worry about that anymore. That took like 6 tries.
This pain is excruciating.
Always
Can't
watch your
hide
back.
from me.
That took forever. But I think that's about everything in here, so I think we're ready to go ahead and go on to the end of the shield maze. Great. And let's go ahead and go on. Let's quick save after that. Hello. It's the next day. I had to stop. It was getting a little bit late to keep going. And I've decided to try something a little bit different. I had them take a long rest right outside of the final part of the shield maze. So now we are going to cast some different buffs because Sela lost all her buffs, of course. So we're gonna buff up, start fresh. We're gonna have our smite charges back. We're gonna have our bardic inspiration back, that kind of stuff, that kind of thing. So let's go ahead and we're gonna have Sela use this potion of enlarged person. We're gonna have her use protection from evil. We used a lot of them already. We're gonna have her cast prayer. I think that should last by the time we get in there. And that might be everything we can really do before. I'm gonna put this necklace.
This
Not. Oh,
doesn't
up here.
suit me.
Put the necklace up there. Let's see. Yeah, okay. That's gonna make her armor class go up by 1. We'll see that ring doing anything. We haven't been able to identify it yet, so I'm not sure. Fable. Not gonna have her take anything. We are gonna have Land drink a potion of reduce person to get of that plus to his dexterity. And then Camellia, want her dex to be high as well. He has ability damage. Let's have her drink lesser restoration. Get rid of that ability damage on her. That might be all we do. Might be all we can do, honestly. So I guess I could put the bracers of armor on Camellia. No, she has armor on. Okay, it's fine. So we're gonna just try that again. I don't know how many times. Here you are, huddled together like a herd of animals. Pitiful monsters, not human or demon. Even tieflings are less effective than you. But I, your master, Sabamelech, can make you better, stronger. I can satisfy your hunger, starvelings of the dark. Submit to me. No, we are descendants of the Crusaders. Trusting a demon would be a betrayal of their memory. Osilla. Well, who is the next descendant of Crusaders who will value old legends more than their life? Beasts, monsters, and human guise, reveal your true nature. This is sweet, wholesome flesh of a righteous Aasimar. Eat, underground crusaders, eat the flesh of the crusader from above. Find your true strength. Gross. You rush at the demon, but the air seems to grow thicker with every step. You feel like you're watching from underwater as you see the mongrels fall to their knees, one after another, and crawl to the Aasimar's body. You hear their fangs tearing through the flesh. You hear the sloshing of blood. You hear the former mongrels snarl like animals fighting over the most tender and juicy bits of meat. Your companions writhe in agony. One clutches at their head, another doubles over. You feel saliva pool in your mouth. The metallic tang awakens hunger in you. The hunger turns to rage. This winged filth dare to try to bind you to its will. It dares to tempt you with the sweet scent of meat, untainted by corruption. The wretch must die. Die. And still, the clarity remains with you. Somewhere deep down, beneath the veil of rage and anger, you sense a light trying to break through. So we can require the angel mythic path, seize the light hidden within you, or require the deep path. And I think we're going to seize the light hidden within. By sheer force of will, you master your rage, and almost in response, warmth suffices you from within. Warmth and joy from a simple realization: you can win. You can save these people. The power of heaven bolsters and guides you. Its light breaks free, and enveloping the mongrels grants them the gift of blissful oblivion. Lowering your gaze, you see a scarlet stain on your chest. The wound has reopened, and instead of blood pouring forth, you see only radiant light. A little bolt of justice action there. The demon convulses in pain when the light reaches him. What are you? Destroy this vermin. Oscilla points at you. She's already wounded. Wenduog, kill. Wenduog silently emerges from the shadows. I'm no longer your slave, Hosilla, but I will gladly kill anyone who pokes their nose where it doesn't belong.
Yet another obstacle.
Bathe in your blood.
I'm sure you will, Wenduog. Alright. Sela. We're gonna smite Hosilla. And we're gonna go ahead and charge. 19 damage, very good. Camellia. What other spells do you have right now? Not a whole lot. Virtue. Yeah, we'll go ahead and give Sela guidance. Or not. Alright. Anyways. I'm gonna have Fable just move over here a little bit. And then Lan, we're gonna turn on his rapid shot and go ahead and shoot Wenduog. Sela. We're going to attack.
Into the fray.
A miss. And alright. She missed too though. Let's try guidance again. Well, she got guidance, but at least it worked that time. So I'm gonna have her move over here. And then we'll swift action use one of her spirit weapon enchantment. Fable. I will have her inspire courage. And just stand over here. We're gonna have Lan shoot Wenduog again.
Survive me.
And Wenduog's taken care of. Sela, we're gonna try and attack again. Ooh, a crit. Very nice. And that ends phase 1 of this fight. Almighty Samamelech, your faithful servant invokes you now. Demons, protect your mistress.
They will break against our resolve.
So now we've got some Quasits that have joined in this fight. So I kind of want Fable to keep singing. But can they become frightened? And right click on them. They can. Their will save is a +5 though. Could still be shaken for a round though. So I think we will do that. Okay, so it's saved, but it's still shaken for 1 round. Lan, we're gonna have shoot the Quasit. Their AC is not crazy. It's 17 though, so I think I'll have him turn rapid shot off.
Endure this.
That he's not taking a -2.
I'll cut you wide open.
Melia got a hit off at least. Sela, we're gonna try and just keep going after Hosilla.
The inheritor, guide my blade.
And then I'll take a step back and maybe we'll have her charge. We'll use hypnotism. Or okay.
Make every strike count.
Okay. Let's try and give guidance to Sela. Keep her up there.
The spirits demand your blood.
Okay.
This pain is excruciating.
Into the fray.
16, very nice. We're gonna have Sela move. Even though she's gonna take an attack of opportunity, we're gonna have her move all the way back so that she can hopefully heal, so she can hopefully charge next time. But we are gonna have her heal with lay on hands as a swift action. Get a little bit of HP back.
Am I at my limit?
Oh, is Fable feared? Or she's frightened, that's okay. Just frightened for the round. That's not ideal. Oh, Lan is also frightened. Great. Not ideal. He ran far away. So Camellia has Cure Light Wounds, so I'm actually going to have her walk over here. And hopefully they'll miss. Yes. And we're going to have her use Cure Light Wounds on Sela. That was another 8, so Sela is looking pretty good. Divine Favor. Man. It's okay. I really wanted her to charge, but that's alright.
The light.
Very good. It's about time. We're gonna lay on hands again. Go ahead and end this turn. That's fine. Fable has enough hit points. Okay, so let's see. We're still inspiring courage. Let's just try and hit them. 1 damage is better than no damage. Lan is no longer frightened, so we can turn off point blank shot, but I will have him move a little bit. So he's not within 30 feet of them, so we'll keep point blank turned off, but I will shoot and miss. Camellia needs to take a potion. She's pretty low. So that was her move action, so I will just give guidance to Sela again as her standard. Now, hopefully,
The
Sela can.
Guide my
That's
blade.
exactly what I want. Sela to just take care of these closets. Perfect. I'll just have Fable run up and maybe get Sela a flanking bonus.
You won't survive me.
Well,
You are today's sacrifice!
that was pretty good damage. Alright,
No glory without risk.
Sela. Come on. One closet left. You guys can do it. I believe in you.
Stab their backs.
Okay. Can't be mad when they hit, even though the damage was reduced to 0.
Endure this.
I just don't have the right weapons on them yet.
Go for their hearts!
Camellia and Sela have weapons that bypass their...
The light take
There we
you.
go. Finally. That took like 7 tries. It's kind of
Well,
embarrassing.
Are you going to finish me off? It's not exactly unexpected.
What else are we supposed to do with you? You're not just a traitor, you're a monster. The young ones believed you, and you lured them to a demon and watched them eat human flesh.
Yeah, you did do that.
I was trying to make them strong. What have you done for them? What were you doing while I was looking for ways to bring strength to our tribe? You're useless, Lan.
I led by example. I trained. I tried to become stronger so I could go to the surface and maybe do something worthwhile with my stupidly short life. And I will do it. I might be the one to bring our whole tribe to the surface. But you? Why would you want any power that turns you into a monster? These young guys and girls, they trusted you. And they were turned into mindless animals, ready to eat corpses at a demon's command.
That's tough.
I went through the same ritual as them, and I didn't become an animal. I conquered my anger. The anger that has been building and building in every one of us for decades. Unlike you, I have no intention of just lying down and politely accepting death. I will rise above all this, while you'll still be stuck with your pride, chewing on rats.
We have a lot of dialogue options here. So, let's just say, so you've been serving Sabamelech this whole time.
Better to serve a strong master than to eke out an existence in a dark hole with no hope.
No.
I am of the Neathers. Our lives are short, but we are hardier than humans. I realized a long time ago that I was capable of more than this life offered. And I follow whomever is the strongest.
Well, that's kind of lame, honestly. Wishy-washy morals, for real.
I thought you were better than that. I thought you were proud of your heritage, but you're willing to crawl on your belly before anyone who's even a little bit stronger than you. You're not a mongrel. You're a cave slug. You have no understanding of the meaning of family or tribe.
Get him, Lan.
Oh, so now you think you know everything about me. You're one of the best hunters in the tribe. It benefited me to ingratiate myself with you. So I acted in a way that pleased you.
Gross. Why didn't you try to stop us from going in the maze? You knew we might uncover your secret.
Sabamelech is always in need of new servants. You'd make as good a servant as anyone else, and then... once you'd gone missing in the maze, not even the redoubtable Lan would have dared look for you.
But then why did you come with me to look for the sword?
So I could kill you quietly if you found it and stop you taking it to the village, you idiot. I would have told everyone that you got caught in a cave-in. But then the Uplanders showed up and I had to change my plans.
So, you said you went through the same ritual. Does that mean you ate human flesh too? I think technically it was an Asmar.
Yes. Hosilla found me in the caves. I was lost and hungry, and she offered me a choice. Die as a nobody, or live and gain the power to change everything. Savamelek tore off a piece of an Azimar priestess's thigh. A big, juicy piece. More meat than I'd ever received in the tribe. That was the first time I knew what it was like to be happy. To have a full belly. I swore to myself that it would always be that way.
Great. Lovely.
Then the madness and rage took over.
Yeah.
I came very close to turning into an animal, no better than the weaklings you saw in the maze. But I am strong. I mastered myself. I brought myself under control. I fell so that I could rise again.
You should have chosen death. Dying's better than living like that.
You're saying I should have died that day, Lan. But then who would have listened to your feeble jokes? Who would have showed you the best caves for hunting? Who would have made you a man?
Predatory gleam appears in Wenduog's eyes.
I would have been fine without all that. And without you. Your death will make the world a slightly better place, Wenduog.
I'm gonna say, what does your service to Hosilla entail?
It was simple. I lured those I deemed worthy into the maze. To the rest, I told stories of the horrors of the maze, making them stay away. It all hung in the balance when the cave walls shuttered, and many of the young ones decided that the time of their great exodus had come. I had no doubt that Hosilla would dispatch a dozen young Neaters easily. But what would become of the maze if all the tribes poured in? So when Lan ran off looking for the Angel's sword, I went after him. Not to help him, but to make sure that the sword never reached Neathholm. It's a pity that you got involved and stopped me from killing him. But then again, the evening gong has not yet been struck.
You sicken me.
I'm going to inspect the wound on my chest. The bleeding, deep wound on your chest is gone, like it was never there in the first place. Skin is totally smooth and unmarred.
It's gone. It was just there, and now it's gone. It's gotta be some kind of demonic trickery. You need to have a cleric look at that.
If she had been marked by the Abyss, do you think some nobody priests will be able to help? No, the demons have branded this Uplander, and judging by the smell of the blood pouring from her chest, the demons will be able to find her wherever she goes. And they'll find you too, Lan.
Wenduog smirks and holds Lan in her searing, scornful gaze. The huntress permits herself an indolent, gloating smile. Her sharp fangs glint menacingly in the gloom. So the Abyss is where the demons are from. It is the chaotic evil realm, or plane of existence. So I'm going to say, leave. I never want to see your face again, Wenduog. I don't feel like after this whole maze that Fable would be so inclined to get into more unnecessary combat, so we're just gonna say leave.
Do you think I like looking at you, Uplander?
Yeah.
I'll just wait till you're asleep, and then I'll slit your throat.
Sure.
No matter where you are.
I doubt that. Get out of here.
She's gone. But next time, she won't get away. Damn it, Wendu. Why'd you have to go and... Anyway, there's no point crying over spilt milk. Give me a couple of minutes. I'll bring the chief and the rest. I need to clear my head.
Chief Sol appears flanked by mongrels. The journey has taken its toll on him. His breath is labored, and the sweat is dripping from his bloated face. What? What is it? Anevia gives a low smile. Well, I'll be damned. Turns out old Holrun isn't as crazy as we all thought. There really were demons down here. I should have listened and sent a patrol down here, damn it. Horgus's lip curls in distaste, and he tries to keep his distance from the unconscious mongrel. You said you were in charge of a reconnaissance for the Eagle Watch, Anevia. How could you miss a nest of demons beneath Canabras? Anevia sighs. Yeah, right. Like it wasn't enough that I sniffed out every damn shadow in the city. Everybody knows the stories about demons living beneath the streets of Canabras. Those tales are as old as the Crusades themselves. I messed up, but you fixed my mistake. So, thanks. How's the leg? She winces but forces a smile. Better than yesterday, worse than the day before. I'm not gonna die, don't worry. I'm gonna say you need to look after the young mongrels. I don't know what they'll be like when they come to, but look after them, Chief. They went through something horrific today. Not everybody is capable of enduring something like that. It will change them forever. As long as they can hunt, the rest can wait. Uplander, and you, Lan, you saved them. Only the gods can salvage their souls. But we are a tribe, and we think of something. And when they're stronger, they can go up to the surface. The time has come. This place must be burned with holy flame, and it's time to get out of here. I don't know. The place is overrun with demons, but that's not the worst part. Wenduog, she's been working for the demons all this time, luring the young, strong mongrels into the maze. He nods at the unconscious mongrels. We might still be able to save these ones, but they can't get any stupider, that's for sure. But they might be meaner than they were before, but I suppose all teenagers are monsters in their own way. Sol laughs, but it comes out as a rasp. Ah, Lan, we don't waste words on people who don't listen to the tribe. You act the fool, you suffer the consequences. Sol gives a ragged sigh. Wenduog, how could she? She deceived them, and then she left. What's become of us? Chin up, Chief. The kids you rescued are safe now. The demons are gone, and the traitor's been dealt with. All's well that ends well, I say. It is time to get out of here. Indeed. Chief, I think I'm going to lead our visitors to the surface, and I'm going to keep going. Something interesting is happening out there in the world. Maybe it's my chance to do something more useful than skinning cave rats. Chief Sol heaves a sigh. You never were one of us. You always looked up. You don't think I didn't see these things. Our life is not for you. You must go. But where? Where is the way out? Beats me, but these beasts got down here somehow. Lan searches Hosilla's body and shows you some papers and a key. I don't know what these documents are, but I'm sure this key will come in handy. Anevia's eyes quickly skim over the letter, and she passes it to you. The letter says, Savamelek, this is my last warning. You need to act discreetly, without attracting any more attention than you have already. People are already talking about the strange disappearances of Canabras's most righteous men. Keep below ground, nurture your mongrel pets, and wait patiently. The call to battle will soon come, and it will sound loud and clear even down there in the catacombs. Gather your warriors immediately after that, bring them to the surface, and lead them to the Tower of Estrad. This tower will be my final dagger, and I shall plunge it into the guts of Canabras. Our vicious servant Faxon made the tower his base of operations several months ago, taking command over the Templar forces in Canabras, while the Grand Master was distracted by other matters. Faxon has already gathered a stash of weapons, potions, and other useful supplies, which he will gladly share with you if you need. If he behaves himself, you two should combine your forces. If not, just take his stupid little head off his shoulders and take command yourself. Mistress Monago. Those cheeky sons of... This is all the information on the cultists in the city. Their meeting places, passwords, secret hideouts. I think we should show this to whoever's in charge of Canabras right now. As soon as we get back to the surface, we'll find out what's what. Alright, so we've just got a couple things we can do. We're just going to collect all the loot. We're going to talk to a couple more of the NPCs. Horgus. Last, we're getting out of these filthy caves. Chief Sol said best of luck. When the time comes, we will follow. Anevia says, how about it? Want to head up? People are probably worrying about me up there. We are going to talk to Drya, and we are going to trade really quickly. Just get some of this stuff out here. We're gonna keep anything with like a little circle around it just in case, but for the most part we're just gonna sell everything. We're gonna be able to get better stuff once we're up in the city. Alright, that's probably about it. So we're gonna go ahead and sell. Let's see. We'll buy a couple things. Buy some protection from chaos potions and evil potions. Yeah, I'll buy 2 scrolls of bless. Feather step. Oh, I'll buy this heroism scroll. Heroism. Everything else is probably okay though. I don't think. Yeah. Yeah, and a lot of this stuff is the stuff we just sold. But yeah, I think that's all we need, so we're gonna go ahead and buy that. Alright, and that is gonna do it for this part. We have officially completed the shield maze, and we are making our way back up to the surface of Canabris. So thank you so much for watching. Yeah, and I'll see you in the next part.